Welcome back, everybody. It's Sarcasm Speaks. It's Jared, Bob, and Jones coming at you here. All right, let's kick it off. You were just about to ask us a question, and I feel like I don't know the answer to it. So let's powwow it.
Yeah, so I'm just watching TV on mute, and they're saying that Trump is about to announce that he's running for president next cycle.
Wonderful. I don't give a fuck.
Great. He fucking sucks.
Yeah, and I was perusing Twitter, and the Republican field doesn't look great, besides DeSantis, if you want to vote for him. It's like Pompeo, Pence, Noam from South Dakota, I think.
She's actually pretty good, Kristi Noem.
Yeah. Um,
And she's from a real Dakota, not that fake North Dakota.
Yeah.
North Dakota is real. I've been.
No, you were in
No, it's
South
not.
Dakota. There were just signs that said "Welcome to North Dakota."
South Dakota.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Chris Christie's run again, Cruz is run again.
Oh
Rubio's
God. Why? Why are all these people like? What is the point?
I don't know. And then it looks like Larry Hogan's gonna run. So not looking great for the Republicans, but neither is the Democrats don't have anybody. So it's just like what are we doing here?
Yeah, I mean, what are they going to do? Primary a sitting president?
Yeah, because I don't think that's ever happened, like ever.
I don't think that's literally ever happened. Well, they could just force him to not run, right? They'd be like, all right, listen, Joe, you're going to not run, okay? You're just going to say you've had enough. Even though he's been doing the complete opposite of that in the press. He's been like, oh, yeah, no, of course I'm going to run in 2024.
He also needs to live until 2020, which
that's true. I'm still holding out for my prediction that they kill him with COVID or quote COVID. And
6 times now?
Yeah. Who the fuck knows? Have you seen all like the stupid conspiracies that he's already dead?
Wait, what?
So apparently now when I say I've given zero effort into this, I mean, I quite literally have given zero effort into this. I heard on a podcast one time that they were like examining videos of him, and apparently there's 2 sets of videos where he has attached earlobes and then detached earlobes. So for anyone out there that's like, what the fuck does that mean? An attached earlobe just means like it's a person's ear that goes like straight into their head, right? Like they don't have an earlobe, right? But a detached earlobe is like what I have. So if you're on the YouTube show, it's like this little like floppy fucking skin down here. It's an earlobe. So you either have one or you don't, right? Like it's a genetic thing. It's one of those things like you get blue eyes or green eyes, or some people, you know what I mean? Like it's just a weird genetic thing. Like some people, they do the thing with their fingers. Like I think some people have their ring finger is longer than their index finger. My index finger is long. You know, like those like goofy little genetic things. Yeah, Scratchman looks like he has a longer ring finger. I have a longer index finger, although they're pretty close on my right hand. My left hand is more pronounced, but
when I look at it this way, it doesn't. But when I look at it this way, it does.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Both my ring
hands are optical illusions now.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hands are real birds.
So it's just one of those stupid fucking genetic things, right? And now people are like, well, why does he have detached earlobes in these pictures and these videos, but he has unattached earlobes in these other ones? They're like, well, it's a body double. So it's split. The conspiracy has split into 2 ways, right? The ultimate conspiracy theorists think he's already dead, and this is just some new guy that they have. Is there levels to conspiracy theorists? I guess if you're a more realistic conspiracy theorist, they think that he has a body double. So like sometimes when he gives speeches and he's like actually coherent, they think that's the double. And then the real guy is when he's like, and like can't fucking speak.
Do they give him subtitles like Don Vito on Viva La Bam?
They should.
That'd be great.
That would be awesome. But yeah, that's a dumbass fucking conspiracy that's out there.
That's pretty good. So Biden and Avril Lavigne are dead.
Yeah, they died together actually. Same plane crash.
Oh, 2001.
Yeah. Or however they say that she died. I just assume it was
Yeah.
a plane crash.
They say I don't I don't think they have a cause of death for her.
She just married Chad Kroger. She just died after that.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, so I know we'll get back to whatever topic we're supposed to be talking about. Why is there lately a push that Nickelback isn't as bad as people give them credit for?
Is that
Have you guys heard that?
Yeah.
I've heard that from a few sources.
Yeah. People are like, oh, Nickelback has a bad rap.
I'm like, I think Nickelback has the exact rap they deserve.
Right.
And people are like, well, their songs are good. And I'm like, no, they're not. That's why they suck, because their music sucks.
Is it just because people are nostalgic and they want to like relive like the early 2000s?
I would say that's probably more along the lines of what's actually going on.
I think people actually okay, so why does Nickelback's music suck? It's fucking corny and lame, right?
Yeah.
And then from a musical perspective, it's overly simplistic. It's the same fucking thing. Like, it's probably just drop D power chords.
It's definitely power chords. I don't think it's drop D.
Okay.
They don't have
but it's definitely fucking power chords. It's like, it's all the same shit. Like, it's all the same. And it's like, if you took someone who actually knew a fucking thing about music and had them like metronome it or cut these things up or like splice them together, like, they're all the fucking same. And then it's like, if Nickelback is so good, how come what's that other band? It's like Diary of a Madman or something?
Breaking Benjamin.
No. They suck too. Let me see if it's
I thought that was their
Diary of Jane was one of their albums.
That
was Breaking Benjamin. No. Diary of a Madman. Is that a band?
That's an Ozzy Osbourne album.
That is an Ozzy Osbourne album. Is that what I'm messing up? Because it's okay. Skillet and 3 Days Grace are the same fucking band. And I'm trying to think of what this other one is. Fuck.
I never even heard of Skillet.
That's because if you heard their music, you probably have, and you go, "Oh, that's 3 Days Grace." I'm not fucking kidding.
Yeah.
No, I'm dead fucking serious.
3 Doors Down? Not to be confused with 3 Days Grace.
Diary. Fuck. Now I'm fucked up because Diary of a Madman is an Ozzy album. Nickelback sounds like.
And what's the autocomplete on that?
Diarrhea of
they I mean, a lot of them, they're all basically the same.
Fuck. Well, anyway, so anyway, I'm searching that and I'm on some website. And like there are like it's Nickelback. Yeah, Nickelback, Shinedown, 3 Days Grace. Like, they all sound like other bands. Like, other bands like have songs just like them. So if Nickelback is that good, how come I can play? So, dude, I'm gonna be 1,000% honest. I can't think of what fucking band it is. But like, if anyone out there knows what I'm talking about, or like, if you want to look at it, listen to like a couple Skillet songs, and you will be convinced they are fucking 3 Days Grace. If you know 3 Days Grace,
right?
Like, convinced. Oh, maybe that's the song by Skillet. Anyway, there's another song that fucking Nickelback's got another band, like a couple of those like early 2000s, mid 2000s. People have like mashed up songs from that same
yeah,
era.
It's like
And they play
Vertical
over
Horizon and Eve 6.
and they basically just play over each other. But like that's the thing is if you're gonna try to tell me a band's good, then why did another band do the exact same thing? And it's like, oh, they copied them. No. The music was way too simple.
Right.
I'm seeing some comps from All Music, and some of these like comparisons to Nickelback is kind of offensive. Honestly, they're saying that Alice in Chains sounds like Nickelback.
No.
Right. They're saying Stone Temple Pilots sounds like Nickelback. No. Audio Slave sounds like Nickelback.
No, but all of those ones sound the same. Like Stone Temple Pilots sounds like Audio Slave.
Right.
And vice versa.
Ugh. We're talking audio. God damn it. No, what? No, I'm not doing it. I won't do it. Theory of a Dead Man.
Extreme protest.
Theory of a Dead Man. That's the fucking.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's the band.
So they do sound
They sound exactly like Nickelback.
Exactly.
Yeah. Theory of a Dead Man, not Diary of a Dead Man. Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of theories and diaries and dead people going on. It's easy to mix up.
Yeah. Plus, they're also Canadian.
Yeah.
2000s Canadian rock is all the same.
Yeah.
Nickelback. I guess it's not Sum 41 though.
Well, Sum 41 is probably similar to Blink 182.
They're similar, but I will. So when you were saying what did you say? What was your comparison? STP and Soundgarden? Oh, Audio Slave.
Yeah.
Well, they sound more like Soundgarden, but Soundgarden's got. I also love that sound. I've done this before too.
Well, it's the same. Isn't it the same person?
It's the same lead singer.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
But the one distinguishing thing about Soundgarden is Kim Thale is regarded as a pretty good guitarist, except I've never heard more annoying sounds come out of a guitar than in a fucking Soundgarden album.
I would say Tom Morello has some pretty obnoxious sounds with obviously.
Oh, dude, it's like, remember that time? Like, so people used to be like, wow, Tom Morello, he's so good at playing guitar. It's like one time he took this song and all he did was like flick around the switch on his guitar. I go, that's not playing guitar.
Yeah,
that's being an annoying kid fucking hitting the light switch over and over. That's all you did. You did that to rhythm.
Yeah.
That's not musical talent. Yeah. You know what? Dimebag's sitting there rolling over in his grave going, you know what? Should have played around with the switches and the knobs on my physical guitar a little bit more. That's what I should have done.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Instead of having clear music come through my amp, I needed more feedback. That's what it was.
Yeah.
More screeching, horrible sounds.
You know who I just thought of that sounds like a bunch of them too is
Lloyd Christmas,
Alien Ant Farm.
Yeah,
there you can lump them into that.
I don't know if I know another one of their songs outside the Smooth Criminal cover. Alien Ant Farm.
There was they did These Days on one of, I think it was Mad No. I think.
Yeah, all right. I was gonna say I feel like it was in an EA Sports game, something else that they played, or Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
They might
have had a Tony Hawk. I'm not sure though. But yeah, again, it's like I don't know why all of a sudden this goes back again because I couldn't figure out Theory of a Dead Man. We're fucking 10 minutes off track. But like, yeah, lately I don't know why people are talking about Nickelback as being good. Fucking makes me mad.
Terrible take.
They're not good.
Yeah, they're not. The one thing I will say though is that I think Chad Kroeger is actually pretty smart. And I think he leans into the corny thing.
Dude, listen, they're popular. And like, if your goal of a band is to be Nickelback, you're probably like, not many people are going to be able to do that because you have to be just fucking corny enough.
Right.
And just fucking lame enough, but also catchy enough that for some reason people inexplicably like your music.
Yeah.
Now,
same thing.
He wrote a song about a fucking picture. Look at this photograph.
And the videos are even worse.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. I think he knows. Like, I think he leans into it a
He's
little
fucking
bit.
with all of us.
Like, I think I do. I think he really he knows what's going on. Like, I think he gets it.
He grew up in a fucking Swedish melodic death metal band.
Yeah.
But it flamed out, and he goes, "There's no way to make any money here. I'm gonna write a song called Animal about some girl giving me roadhead or whatever the fuck it's about, and then people will think I'm cool."
Yeah. I'm gonna
I
write
feel
a
like
song
him and
about
Nicolas Cage would get along.
how you remind me of things.
Yeah, I think him and Nicolas Cage would get along really well.
Yeah.
Which Nicolas Cage, that motherfucker, I didn't know he was a fucking Coppola.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, not until I sent you the thing of people's real names, like all the actors, actresses' real names.
Yeah, his uncle is
Francis Ford.
Francis Ford. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And his aunt is Talia Shire because she's fucking Francis Ford Coppola's sister.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. They also own the winery. He's an heir. He's one of the heirs to the winery.
Yeah. The Godfather is the bigger thing for me.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of a big deal. But where the actual money comes from is the fucking winery.
I'm not worried about the money. I'm just like,
yeah.
When you say Francis Ford Coppola, I'm like the Godfather. You say Talia Shire, and I'm like the Godfather and Rocky. And then you say Nicolas Cage, and I'm
Ghost
like
Rider.
Wow.
National
Nicolas
treasure.
Cage.
Rather.
Like, great. Nicolas Cage.
Also, he's an heir to the winery. Like, why does he need that?
I think he had some legal trouble.
Did he?
At one point. I think he was one of those, what do you mean I have to pay taxes, guys? And
don't you know who I am?
Yeah. Oh, I left my tax paying to my accountant. That's not my fault. Hey, don't worry, government. I'll just fire my accountant. But yeah, I think he had some legal trouble there with some money for a while. Because there was a string where he did like 4 movies a year, and they were all like indie like shit movies. And I think that's like people came out and said like, yeah, he owes a fuck ton of money to the IRS. So he's basically working 4 years straight for free. So I think if you look at his IMDb, I think over the course of like a 4-year period, he pumped out like 20 movies or something like that.
I haven't
You've never heard you've never heard of any of them.
I have not heard much from him lately.
No, he had that movie about himself. What is it? The Incredible Weight of Being Extremely Talented.
No, that is not a fucking movie.
Yeah, it's a movie about. It's like a biopic about Nick Cage.
You're not talking about Derek Zoolander's book.
No.
Or his center for people that wanna whatever the fuck he was doing, because that's what that sounds like to me.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, the people for the really, 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 really good looking or whatever.
Yes, like whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, no.
Really, really ridiculously good looking.
That's what it is, yeah. No, this is the extreme weight of the unbearable weight of extreme talent is the name of his movie. And it's literally like
what a fucking asshole.
A biopic about him.
He did 6 movies in 2019.
Yep.
Holy.
Yeah, did them all for free.
Yikes.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the fucking title, the actual title.
It's The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Is the other is like the unedited version, The Unbearable Weight of Having a Massive Cock or something? Yeah, he's a tax problem guy.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know I actually had to pay taxes.
He's in 112 fucking movies. Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So in 2019 alone, like you said, he's actually on his Wikipedia. He has 7 movies because one of them he was a narrator in. So Love Antosha, A Score to Settle, Color Out of Space, Running with the Devil, Kill Chain, Primal, and Grand Isle. I have never heard of any of those movies. And he did 7 of them in 1 year.
Yeah,
I don't
he
even
owed,
think
he owed like $6.5 million in 2009 or something.
He did 7 movies also in 2018. So in between 18 and 19, he had 14 movies that came out.
Yeah, that sounds like someone who needs to pay the bill.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
And he's got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6. He's got 7 movies in the next 2 years coming.
Yep. Sounds like someone that needs the money. It's like
So
the sad ending to Bruce Willis. I mean, I know he's still alive, but he's kind of, might not be for that much longer because he's got that degenerative like brain disease or whatever. But I think like by the end of his career, like he was booking like indie shit movies.
Is that low-hanging fruit for the death pool for next year? Because we fucking suck this year.
Yeah, we might have to get rid of the stipulation of don't pick people that are sick. Especially because was it 2 years ago now? Or maybe coming up on 2 years, right? So it'll be in 2021. We were like, no one can pick Ozzy Osbourne because he had just been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. And it was super sad, right? And everyone was like, you can't pick Ozzy. He's got Parkinson's. He's probably going to die this year. And here we are 2 fucking years later. And he's still alive.
I mean, it's again to the
British motherfuckers don't die.
They legit. Yeah.
Not Aldous Snow.
P. Diddy.
Well, P. Diddy's character, technically.
Yeah. I forget what his character name was.
Sergio.
Yeah, that's right.
He's gonna be all right.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. So to your original point, no, I had no idea that Donald Trump was was announcing his run for president.
From Donald Trump to Nickelback to Nick Cage back to Trump.
Yeah. But yeah, fuck that guy anyway. He's a piece of shit. So it might not matter because this is a little bit of breaking news. I mean, it broke like maybe an hour or two ago in our time. So by the time this comes out on Thursday morning, it's going to be old news. I mean, shit, this might not even make it to Thursday morning. But Russia allegedly has fired missiles into Poland. And as a result of their detonation and explosion, 2 people are dead. So
is this a NATO thing?
Yes. It's a very much a NATO thing.
So do we go to war now?
I don't know. This is certainly a step in that direction, right?
So I'm seeing right now that according to CNN, Biden's holding an emergency roundtable with world leaders. So it's looking like that.
Yeah.
All right. There's some action.
Yeah. Yeah. So
not going. I'm staying.
I'm finishing my coffee.
Yeah.
Enjoying my coffee.
Can you just like purposely like take drugs and fail a drug test so you get kicked out?
No, you don't want to do that. You want to go medical.
Yeah. I mean, I could do that, but I'm not going to.
Just have a desk pop.
No, you don't want to get kicked out. You want to medical your way out.
Yeah, so have a desk pop.
No,
and maybe
all he has to do is be like, no, my knees are fucked. And then it's like you go to a certain person and it's like, oh, where? It's like, oh, right across the kneecap. It's like, oh, that sounds like patellofemoral. And it's like, what's the pain like? 9 out of 10. And it's like, oh, okay, well, maybe we can do some imaging. It's like, don't bother. It's patellofemoral pain. There ain't no imaging to do. And it's like, nope, still hurts. It's like, oh, let's try PT. It's like, whoa, wow, function sucks. It's like, oh, oh, can you like extend that leg? Oh no, I can't. It's so weak and so painful.
I did that. I did that already. And then my orthopedist is like, "Nah, you're fine. Your knee's just stuck."
Did you go to the VA?
So I had my physical 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
Which
because I was
that's
gonna say, if you go to the VA, they'll be like, "Yeah, no, you're fine. Here's a piece of bubble gum."
Yeah.
that
Also, your appointment scheduled for November next year. Go fuck yourself.
I actually have X-rays for my hips and back next week. That process is an absolute racket. So apparently I have PTSD now.
Okay. Sorry to hear about that.
In
Now,
my
did you not know that until someone maybe, I don't know, decided you did for you?
I know, absolute mental patient. I knew that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if anyone looks hard enough at any of us, they're gonna fucking not like what they see.
Yeah.
Right. So the doctor's like, "Have you deployed ever?" I'm like, "Yeah. I mean, I went to New Jersey. I mean, whatever." She's like,
Yeah.
"Do you have like any like PTSD from that?" I'm like, "I mean, it sucked." She's like, "I'll just put down you have PTSD." Like, cool, man.
I'll just say yeah. Every time I see a sign for Trenton, I get a fucking cold.
Yes.
Like, get the fucking shakes, sweating.
I can't drive my car through the state of New Jersey anymore. I have to drive up through Pennsylvania now. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, we love that too. So, no, Pennsylvania's on the list too, and add Connecticut. So,
Yeah,
it's a hazard to my well-being to leave.
Dude, that's fucking hilarious. The doctor's literally just like, "I'll just write down that you have PTSD."
Yeah. And I was talking with my buddy that went through the process. He's like, "Yeah, that's like 40% for your disability." I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
100% have PTSD. Absolutely.
Yeah, dude, I'm so post-traumatically stressed. That's like, Jesus, fuck, man.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, it's affecting my job and my life and everything. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I should talk to my benefits guy at work and see if I can get anything for PTSD. He might just tell me to go fuck myself. He's
Most
also
likely.
You have PTSD from dealing with Tangleton.
Yeah, you gotta call your
God.
HR.
Yeah. HR might tell me to go fuck myself too, because I think it's the same as the benefits guy.
Yeah.
Also still me.
Yeah.
Because then even like the janitor, he tells me to go fuck myself because, that's me too.
Yeah. That's like one of those where like you write down an HR complaint and put it on the desk, get up, walk a circle around the desk, sit back down,
pick it up and throw it out.
Yeah. Just throw it out.
The fucking people around here think they're fucking entitled to everything.
The shit I gotta deal with around here. My God. Everyone's soft.
No one's fucking grateful around here.
Snowflakes.
Or you just write it down and hand it to Chris, but like as you hand him a piece of paper, just be like, "Hey, can you throw this out?"
Yeah,
and then just have him throw it out and be like, "Oh, what was that? Oh, it was the HR complaint."
Yeah, I was gonna say, we could definitely. So we do have a shredder at work, so any HR complaint can go right in that. We do have a suggestion box at work. It's a pretty nice one, I think. It's very shiny. It's silver. It's got a foot latch so that the top of the suggestion box opens up when you step on it.
Yep.
And it's right by the door on your way out. So any suggestions can go right in that.
We check it daily.
Yeah.
It used to be called the Andrew box because some kid named Andrew used to give me suggestions. So I told him I would name the suggestion box after him. He goes, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's right over there by the door. A little dirty right now, but someone could hit it with something." He goes, "I don't see anything." I'm like, "You're fucking not looking hard enough." Wait, that's the trash. Wow. Nothing gets by you guys.
Oh man. Oh, I thought I could pull a fast one on you.
Yeah. Ooh, you guys. You know what? Maybe you will amount to something.
So Yeah, Poland. 2 people are dead. Obviously not ideal, right? But
What is Poland's involvement in all this shit? Or does Russia want part of Poland back because they're still pissed?
so that's what I was just about to get to. I don't understand the why here. And I don't want to immediately jump to the whole tinfoil hat conspiracy guy here, but
Why not?
why not, right? Does anyone see any reason why Russia would just fucking turn around and cold cock fucking Poland right in the face?
Yeah, they just suckered Poland.
Yeah, like why? Like no one is going to question that and be like, "Hey, remember like, almost exactly 20 years ago when the government was like, "Oh, there's weapons of mass destruction in Iraq and we started a war over there." And then they were like, "Oh, wait, there were no weapons of mass destruction. Our bad, but like we're still going to keep fighting the war because like we're already here." No one is going to stop and be like, "Hey, does anyone want to ask Russia if it was actually them? Does anyone want to find out if it actually was from Russia or this wasn't some like bullshit fucking false flag?"
So
It
what
certainly wouldn't be the first time that happened.
So what I'm seeing on Twitter, and I mean this is an unverified account, so take that with your grain of salt.
Cheap fuck, pay your $8.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that doesn't mean much anymore. That just means they're cheap.
They're what they hit. What they're trying to hit was a power plant right outside of Ukraine, and Poland borders Ukraine, so like it could have gone haywire and just hit this random thing.
Okay, so a couple things here.
Yeah. Again, unverified. So.
If that is the case, no, let's run with it, right? Let's have some fun here. If that is indeed the case, that they were attempting to hit a power plant in the Ukraine and they missed and they blew up something in Poland and killed 2 people. If that is in fact true, fuck it, let's go to war. Because there's 0 chance that Russia wins that. They can't hit a fucking massive country. Like these missiles,
you missed a country.
These missiles are fucking precision guided missiles, right? Like they're fucking supposed to be high tech. Like it's not the 3 of us standing out there like throwing the fucking rocket as hard as we can. Like these things have computers in them. You missed an entire fucking country? Fuck it. Who cares? Let's go. Let's go to war. The war will be over by next week. Like they can't even fucking aim right.
If that were to happen, I mean, Russia can't even handle Ukraine. Like if they had like the whole NATO coalition, that'd be done like an hour and a half.
And like the other thing too is like China. If like all of NATO wants to get in on this, fucking China's not gonna fucking get involved.
No, they're too busy building up their economy. They don't want to do it.
No, and it's like if just the US came after Russia, China might be like, fuck it, we're here. But like they ain't showing up for fucking everybody.
Yeah.
It's like Russia calling and be like, yo, I need backup. It's like, okay, who's coming? Oh, the entire football team. Yeah, fucking see you later.
Yeah,
like,
sorry, man. I gotta go to class.
Yeah.
China would be Rhode Island. They just wouldn't show up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I almost just stuck my foot in my mouth, but I checked a map first because I was about to say, does Poland even border the Ukraine? But they do. It does. It does, in fact, border the Ukraine.
All right. One tally in the win column for that unverified Twitter account.
Yeah, but like, holy shit.
Ukraine does border Poland.
Like you missed. How, like, I want to know how bad was the miss?
Like a substantial amount too.
Like where was the power plant that you were aiming for, and how badly did you miss?
It was pretty bad. I'll send you guys the thing that I got.
Sick. Like, we talking like hundreds of miles or like tens of miles?
I like maybe 50 to 100, something like that.
50 to 100 miles. So, but still, like that's significant.
That's like hitting Worcester when you tried to hit Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Because Worcester's like 50 miles.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. Yeah, we're gonna bomb Boston. Well, we hit Worcester. That's close, right? Not even fucking close.
Yeah, not really.
The population of people that you missed don't even know that the part that you hit is a real place.
Yeah. They think it's Western Mass.
Yeah, that is. They think that's Western Mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think you landed in New York.
Yeah, that's not good. Like that's just bottom line, that's not good.
Well, I get the other thing too, and again, I don't know shit about anything, so fucking
I don't
take
know
it for
shit
what it
about
is.
fuck.
If China is not involved, does anyone fear Russia?
No,
No.
nor
The only fear of Russia is China.
Correct.
So let's fucking go. Let's do this thing.
what are we doing? It's a Tuesday night.
Yeah, that it's a pretty bad miss.
Yeah, it's not great.
I will say though, I don't think it's in this administration's best interest to go to war.
No.
I mean, they have a lot of other things to worry about.
I also don't think it doesn't fit their agenda. Like if you're trying to win over the more liberal side, like war is not the answer.
Well, what the fuck do they care? They're safe for the next 2 years.
Right. Well, I mean,
but if war ain't over in 2 years, I mean, if it's a real war.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were to go to a war, which I don't think would happen. I mean, we've seen that wars are generally good for business. So
Yeah.
that would really help out the economy.
For sure.
Yeah, but I don't know if they want to help out the economy. It seems like the fucking the wackos, like they don't want things to be good around here. They don't want gas to be lower. Like they don't want these things.
Oh, you got to get an electric vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, gas is too expensive? Just buy an $80,000 electric car.
Yeah,
What's the matter with you?
yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, 33 cents a kilowatt or whatever.
Yeah.
Sick.
And that electricity comes from a coal-powered plant, but let's not get into that.
Actually, a couple of guys were talking about it at the golf course, like, oh, solar panels, and people are like, it's an eyesore. It's like fucking whatever. I go, why don't we just go back to burning coal? Like just completely 180. Like if solar's so bad that it makes the clubhouse look ugly, let's just burn coal or like whale blubber or something. Like let's get a little archaic with this.
Some what was it, myrrh? What it was?
Frankincense.
The frankincense and myrrh. Let's just start burning myrrh.
Remember the South Park episode when they had the album that went myrrh?
People are actually against solar because it makes the fucking place look bad.
At the golf course, yeah.
Yeah, people are the most insufferable fucking assholes in the entire world. Oh, can't put solar panels on. It doesn't look good.
Which is the
Fuck
same.
do you mean it
which
doesn't
is
look
probably
good?
the same people that would bitch about like the environment stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I can't believe global warming. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, so we'll just put solar panels on the roof of the clubhouse. No, don't do that. It's ugly.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
what do you want?
Fucking
Yeah.
morons.
So do you not want to fight global warming? No, of course I do. It's bad. Okay.
Well, whatever, man. Your bill's just going to continuously go up as electricity continuously goes up. So
I think
I
solar
don't
panels.
want my bill to go up.
I think solar panels are probably like the best answer, right? Because
Yeah.
it's goes in the fucking roof of your house. Who gives a fuck about your roof, right? Like it's covered, right?
No, so the only issue, like the issue with like the solar panel thing, if you can't afford to buy them, if you like rent them, you have some issues if you choose to sell, because now it's like, well, you're in a contract for a certain amount of time on the rental, and the solar panels are still there. So it's like, are the people coming in going to keep that contract? Like, it's a whole thing. So for a business, it don't matter. Like, especially like Sharon Country Club's not going anywhere.
Right.
But like there is some annoying things, like if you choose to like,
But there's enough assistance programs in Massachusetts that literally like pays for this shit. Like,
yeah, I don't know what it costs to put your own panels on your house.
yeah, because they do rebates. Like you can,
You have a fuck ton of rebates and like tax write-offs.
I know, but it's still,
Yeah.
it might be something where it's like,
it might still be $6,000 after all that.
that's what I mean, is like, so it's like your cost is $6,000, but like, you know, regular price, these would be like $60K. Look at all those rebates. And it's like, I don't have the $6K to give you.
Right.
Since
Right.
like,
Yeah. It's like, cool. Thanks for the 54,000, but like, I still don't have that other 6.
Yeah. And I think I think that's part of the like going solar by as an individual.
Right.
That's a little bit of the problem.
But I think as an individual, solar is probably the best way to go, right? Because you put them on your house. Like I just said, no one gives a fuck about like the roof. Like just put them up there and it's literally free. It's free money. It's betting on liberty.
I genuinely think you pay something like $20-$30 a month.
Yeah, sometimes depending on where you live, the municipality, sometimes they might pay you.
Because I've heard like, things on the Sports Hub too, where like you can get solar even if you don't have solar panels on your house. Like you can just like get on their grid, and you can.
So we do that at the gym. So, the way that works now, this is hard to do residential because there's not a lot of money, so the brokers don't do it. I mean, you can try, but you might have to do it yourself. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking something different. The solar you can do. I went through this with my mother. We have it at the gym. So what ends up happening is, say your national grid bill is normally $150. Well, the solar company comes in, they pay $100. So now you pay National Grid the $50. Your solar company took care of the $100, and then you pay the solar company like $90. So you save like 10%. So it's not, it's a way to kind of go solar, like you're utilizing solar energy, but you only save like 10%. Now, one of our buddies, his father put panels on the house, and then like his deal is he pays $30 a month for life. Like bad. That's it. Like no,
like for the cost of them.
Well, that's his electric bill. So every month he pays for electric, solar panels, installation, whatever the fuck that deal was.
Right.
He pays $30.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Which is good being, near the city when it's all, what is that, National Grid or Eversource or whoever the fuck the electric company is.
Well, I mean, if you're smart, Medford does. Medford has an aggregation. So when National Grid is going up from like 11 cents per kilowatt hour, and it's going up to 33 cents per kilowatt hour, that is that 30 like that triple increase. Medford's like $15.80. My mother got something because she's enrolled in it. So there's a lot of ways to save on the electric bill.
Yeah. So I'm thinking too, like because I'm obviously in the town of North Attleboro, and I think I heard from someone, I don't know if it's our town, but most places that are on municipal electric, if you get solar, the town will actually pay you for any excess energy that you might have. So, because obviously,
I got you.
Like your panels just fucking sit there all day, right? Like as long as the sun's out, like you're collecting energy. So if you're collecting more energy than what your house needs, then the town will pay you for that.
I mean, it might be a little weird right now because I'm sure everyone wants to go solar for you guys because I know you guys are like in the trees, but the roof is clear.
Yeah, the backyard, the back of the house gets sun all the time.
I would absolutely fucking get a quote on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to call Mass Save soon. I had this whole big plan. I was going to call the tree company, the Mass Save people, and I got a tree company. I got 3 tree companies out here actually for quotes.
Pit and pig dealers against each other.
Yeah, and it's the cheapest one is like $3,000. So and I was like, wow, okay, well then maybe I won't call, or I guess I could call Mass Save, but like I'm not gonna be able to afford to do anything that they want to do. But the trees are more important because
what are you trying to do? So what are you guys trying to do? Insulate the attic?
Yeah, it would be insulation, or I think they might also have a line to solar panels and shit like that.
Oh, they might have something, but I was gonna say because they're doing the insulation at my mother's house.
Yeah,
they could do it tomorrow.
It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I mean she's paying 1/6 of the cost.
Yeah,
like with all the rebates and shit.
Right. Yeah, because that's really all we would need. We would insulate probably the attic and then maybe the basement, and then maybe, in between the floors, between the upstairs and the downstairs. I don't know. That's what I mean. I'd have them come in and tell me. I mean, they're not going to do any of the lights. The whole inside of the house is brand new. So it's like all the lights.
You're not doing lights and thermostats.
Right. Like the furnace is brand new. So it would.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they don't insulate basements because heat rises.
Yeah.
You don't lose heat through the basement. You lose heat through the roof.
Yeah. But there's something about insulating the basement because I've had 2 different people tell me that it should be done. And I forget the reason behind it. One of them was the GC.
Were they insulation dealers?
No, one of them was the GC who did the house, like when we were doing the renovations. He
Probably
was
has
like,
to do with the pipes and shit.
I think that's more the case of what it is. He was like, you should really have insulation in here. And I was like, I said the same thing. I was like, yeah, I mean, it's probably more important in the attic, right? And he was like, yeah, maybe, but like you should still have it down here. I was like, all right, whatever, dude. I don't have the money for it, so fuck off. You went way over budget as it was. Like you literally can't afford anything. You're not doing my attic anymore because you went so far over budget. Now my attic is just fucking open space with no insulation. So I don't know. Maybe stop trying to sell me on other shit. Maybe do your fucking job, buddy. It is funny now, like being like in the job that I have now, where it's like I'm not going to claim that I could be a GC for a construction project because I don't know the people, right? Like I don't have the contacts, but like I could certainly run a project because I have like the experience of like the different pieces that go into the project, but I just don't know. Like I don't have an electrician that I could call and hire, or like a mason or a drywall. You know what I mean? Like I don't have the contacts, but like I know like the fucking basic outline of like how shit's supposed to go.
Did you ever get your freight elevator situation figured out?
Yeah, it's up and running again today. So that was a fucking ridiculous bullshit fucking thing. So for literally everyone that's listening, because no one knows this, for my job, we were supposed to deliver brand new equipment into this lab for this pharmaceutical company. And Monday morning, I meet the moving company there because all the brand new equipment was kept in the moving company's warehouse for just for storage. So they loaded up a truck, big fucking truck, drive it on, pull it into the loading dock, flip open the door. We're like, all right, cool, let's go. I walk over to the freight elevator and it's broken. It's down. There's a technician there. And I talk to the guy from facilities and I go, hey man, what's the what's the deal with this? Like, what's the status on the elevator? And he looks right at me, dead serious, and goes, oh, it's broken. And I go, all right, yeah. I mean, I figured that by the guy doing the work on the inside, but like, do you know how long it's going to be broken for? And he laughs and goes, I don't know. We'd be lucky if it's done by the end of the day tomorrow. And I go, okay. So then I take the moving company and I go, well, let's see. We can't use the freight elevator. So we can't go up the stairs either because everything's on pallets and it's massive fucking like lab equipment, right?
Oh,
Like
you guys are strong, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. There's no ramps, right? It's just stairs. And then I go, oh, wait a second. There's double doors in the front of the building, and there's a passenger elevator that we might be able to use. So we go check it out. There's 3 sets of double doors in the front of the building. It's a huge pain in the ass, but like it's doable. We're like, all right, we can at least fit the stuff through there. We go to the passenger elevator and I measure it, and the width of the passenger elevator is 42 inches, like the opening. And I go, it's not awesome, but like we can fit most stuff. And we get into the elevator and it's small. It's a small inside of the elevator. And we're like, yeah, it's going to limit us more, but like we might be able to get some stuff in here. So we take the elevator up to the second floor where we need to go. Well, where the passenger elevator lets you out on the second floor is on the opposite side of the building of where the lab is, where the equipment needs to go. And there's like a little like milieu outside of the elevator. And then right in front of it, wouldn't you know, it's an entire, I mean, I knew this was here. I'm presenting it like I didn't know, but I knew it was there. There's an entire glass wall with a glass door that opens, single door, that the opening of that door, 32 inches. And we look right at it. We get out the elevator. We look at it. We go, yeah, nothing's getting through that. It's a normal door width. Like, and on top of that, it's all glass. So you can't like force anything through it because you'll just shatter all of the fucking glass. So I was like, hey guys, thanks for coming. But you got to take all that stuff back to your warehouse and unload it back into the warehouse. So they were super thrilled about that.
I would be.
Yeah. The best part about that, I forgot the best part. I found out from the facilities guy that the freight elevator actually broke down, went out of service, however you want to say, last Thursday afternoon. So nobody
Knew about it.
Nobody thought to share that information, that the freight elevator was broken on Thursday afternoon. So we went all day Friday and then the entire weekend with no one saying anything. So Monday morning, like I said, when we had the moving company show up, still no freight elevator. And we didn't know. If I had known, I would have just canceled the moving company, right? But nope.
So sick how everyone communicates everything.
Yeah,
So
it's
great.
pretty awesome. You would think in a building that's currently under active construction, right? Because the construction company uses the freight elevator, and the facilities guy was actually pissed at the construction company because he was like, I fucking tell them all the time, stop bringing heavy shit in there. If you got heavy shit, just take it one at a time. Stop trying to overload it. Because I guess it's rated for 4,000 pounds or something like that. And he's like, they just fucking pile everything in and now it's broken. And but you would think in a building with active construction, they would think to like tell the people that the freight elevator is down.
Absolutely not. That doesn't make any sense.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your logic.
Yeah. So now a project that was already way fucking behind, like I'm talking months behind schedule, now didn't have a freight elevator for Thursday, Friday, and then Monday, Tuesday.
So, well, I mean, it's already behind schedule.
Yeah. So now it's just going to be more excuses from the construction company. Be like, well, we didn't have an elevator for 4 days. So I don't know what you wanted us to do. I don't know. Maybe take shit that doesn't need a fucking elevator. Or like, there's plenty of electrical work, dude. Get that shit done. But whatever. Who am I? Just an asshole. I'm just
You
a
cer-
regular. What'd you say?
You certainly are an asshole.
Yeah. I say I'm just a regular old retard. All right. We got anything else? Anything? Actually, we didn't even get to the fucking thing. That's going to be my final thought. I'm going to buck the trend, and I'm going to go first for final thoughts here, because we've been at this an hour already. So this is going to potentially take a little bit too. So we teased it in the last episode. The best sports cities. Now I have to pull up this screenshot again that I took the other day. So I saw this on Twitter the other day, and I sent it to our group Twitter group, whatever the fuck you want to call it, group chat on Twitter, and it listed out all of the best sports cities in America based off of where they fall in each sport. Now, what was the criteria for each sport? I have no fucking clue. But this is a legitimate thing. It's not like one of those Barstool things, right? Like if you're on social media, like you see Barstool does rankings of shit all the time, and it's literally like three assholes like us sitting around being like, yeah, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are probably a top 5 team in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like that's just what they do. They're not necessarily like know what they're talking about, right? It's just Barstool Sports. They're entertainment. So this is from a legit source. I don't know what the source is because the person who tweeted it just tweeted the screenshot and they were commenting on it. It wasn't like actually from the source, like a New York Times thing or whatever, but it looks pretty legit. So without further ado, I will read you the top 10 because that's what I have here in this tweet. And then we can dive into it from there. I'll start with 10. I'll go from the bottom up. So the 10th best sports city in the country, Atlanta, Georgia, with a total score. Again, I don't really know what these scores mean, but we'll get into that with the rankings and individual sports and shit like that. Total score of 37.3. Number 9, Washington, D.C., 37.5. 8th is Denver, Colorado, with 37.8, we'll call it. 7th place, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, with a 38.5. 6th is Miami with a 38.8. Then it's Dallas with a 42.4. The 4th best sports city is Pittsburgh with a 46.5. The 3rd best city is New York at a 47.1. Number 2 on the list is Boston at 50.9, or it's technically 50.88. I've been rounding up, but it's very close between 1 and 2. So I'll give you both decimal points. So Boston is 50.88, and the number 1 sports city in the entire country is Los Angeles, California, with a score of 50.91. So LA is ranked 0.03 points higher than Boston. And then they go to break down, the individual rankings in football, basketball, baseball, hockey, and soccer. So they included soccer. They went the big 5 instead of the big 4. So I don't know if you're going to include soccer. I feel like you got to include fucking lacrosse too, or something. I don't know, but whatever.
No, the lacrosse thing is never going to work.
No, lacrosse is bigger.
It's never going to work.
Yeah, it's the fastest sport on 2 feet.
That take sucked then. It sucks now.
So I just have so many things that are wrong with this list, right? LA is not the best sports city in the country. It's notorious by anyone that's actually a sports fan knows LA is an awful city for sports. They only give a fuck about Hollywood and fame and famous people and fucking celebrity shit. They don't give a fuck about sports. Ask the Super Bowl champion LA Rams. about why their fucking stadium is always overrun with visiting fucking teams fans. Don't even get me started with a Chargers fan. There are no Chargers fans in LA. There's like 17 of them.
They had them in San Diego.
They had plenty of them in San Diego, yeah. But they only have 17 in LA. So, because LA is a terrible fucking sports city. Like I said, I don't know the criteria of what they went off of, but I'll give you LA's rankings across the board. They rank number 5 in football. Fuck right off with that. Number 1 in basketball. I'll allow that. It's the Lakers.
Lakers, Clippers.
People actually give a shit about the Lakers. Number 3 in baseball. That's
Dodgers.
fucking stupid. Yeah, but are the Dodgers
is legit.
But aren't they like the Rams? Like they're good, but they don't have fans.
No, the Dodgers have fans. They're fucking assholes, but
all right. And
so what did they get in baseball?
3. I don't think they're number 3.
They're I don't know baseball because it's probably like Yankees, Cardinals,
Red Sox,
Cubs, Phillies,
Astros.
Yeah, so the Astros and the Phillies.
Well, it's not about good. It's not about like
no,
I don't know.
I'm thinking the fans.
Know.
I'm thinking the fan bases.
Yeah.
Or like, where would you rather go to a game?
I would rather go to a Phillies game.
I mean, okay, so I have my feelings about LA, so I never want to go there.
Right.
A Dodgers game is in my opinion, I think a Dodgers game is a better experience than a Phillies game.
Phillies games are pretty fun.
Listen, I'm sure they're great, but it's Dodger Stadium. It's historic. The team's actually like somewhat good. Like they've won World Series. Like it goes back a little bit. Like ever since they left Brooklyn, like I don't know.
Yeah, I think that ranking is pretty spot on for baseball.
It's close. It's close.
So then they rank number 1 in soccer, which it's the LA Galaxy. This literally outside the only other team I know is the New England Revolution, and that's because they're the team that plays here.
New York Red Bulls.
Yeah, couldn't have named them off the top of my head.
Is a Columbus Crew still a team?
Sure. Yeah.
DC United.
Yeah.
Seattle Sounders.
So
Dallas
soccer,
FC,
they're number 1.
Sporting KC.
Yeah.
Toronto FC.
And then in hockey, they're very appropriately 24th.
It's just the Kings now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought for a second that's too low, but that's probably right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of I have a lot of questions here, right? So I'll give you Boston really quick. They're number 4 in football, 2 in basketball, 5 in baseball, 13 in soccer, and 1 in hockey. I think those are all pretty close.
I would need the context for the hockey.
Hockey is tough.
Yeah, I'm struggling on one. I
think Toronto would probably
they're not in the US.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a fair point.
But like, so for American hockey, because no, you would have, if not every Canadian team, five of them ahead. Because I mean, like Toronto, Montreal, Edmonton, Winnipeg.
I fucking love Winnipeg.
Vancouver.
Even Calgary, Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver. I was gonna say for a second I didn't like them, but I just didn't like the team.
Yeah.
Ottawa's like hit or miss.
Yeah.
What do you
mean? So then after that, it's what other original 6 teams are there? Because I am not listening to like Lightning fans. Nope. No way.
I mean, you got the Rangers, Blackhawks.
Yeah, Rangers, Blackhawks.
So what really comes into this for me, and what's really confusing, and why I wish I had more context here, is because So, for example, Miami at number 6, they're ranked 450th in hockey. They don't have a hockey team. But that would also imply that there are 450 spots available to rank.
So how the fuck did they get the number 6 spot with a 450 in there? That doesn't make any fucking sense because their basketball team is not fucking, that is not a good
They have their basketball team ranked at 6.
No. Nope. No fucking way. No fucking way.
Yeah.
They are so fucking flavor of the month.
Yeah, I don't understand any of these rankings. So like all of this bullshit aside, I would go probably New York, Boston, Philly, Pittsburgh, Dallas, DC, then maybe LA, Atlanta, and Miami to round out the top 10. Like if I was going to reorder them, that's probably how I would reorder them.
I think you could.
And I think it's a fucking shame that Chicago's not on this list.
I was going to say Chicago needs to be on that list.
Yeah.
That's an absolute fucking crime.
And if you're going to give...
Dude, I would even say...
If you're going to give Miami the number 6 overall spot when they're ranked 450th in hockey and the highest ranking they have is 6 in basketball and 7 in football, and then baseball is 26, soccer is 14, you put them at 6th overall, you have to have Detroit in there then, because Detroit is top 5 in hockey. And despite their team not being good, they probably have a top 10 fan base in football. Like, people love the Lions. They're not good, but like they have a massive fan base.
And that leaves Tigers, Pistons, who are both probably average.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like,
but Detroit's not on this list.
Even so, I guess, like, because I would say with Detroit, the biggest thing would be you don't want to go there.
Yeah. But so I don't know if they took that in. I don't know what the criteria is. It just says best sports cities.
It sounds like part of it is what the venue is too, or what the city is.
If part of it is, do you want to go there? I think that's fucking stupid because it's a sports city, not a vacation city, right? Like it's not.
Would you go there for a sporting event?
Like, yeah,
again, whether it's a fraction, but you don't want to go to Detroit. Like, Detroit sucks. That's what I'm saying.
No, I know, but like if, say, whatever year we're looking at, like for our away game, if it so happens to fall that Detroit is feasible, I'm not going to stand there and be like, I'm not going to Detroit. I would go to Detroit.
I'm probably not going to Detroit.
I'm going to Detroit.
Yeah.
It's like Cleveland. Like, I want to go to Cleveland. But Cleveland would be another city too. Like, Browns, Indians.
The Guardians. Jeez, you're so fucking insensitive.
Whatever. Cavs. Like, they're probably, like, Cavs are probably average or so. Yeah. Maybe just below average. But for a shitty team, they love the Browns and the baseball team, the Cleveland baseball players. They usually get a decent amount of support.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of surprised that Vegas wasn't on the list too. It's just the Raiders and the Knights. The Knights have been to a Stanley Cup in their second year. And the Raiders fans travel.
Yeah, the only problem there is they only have 2 sports.
Yeah, it's only 2 teams, and I do wonder, because Vegas Knights games are a big spectacle.
Yeah.
So I do wonder how many Golden Knights fans there really are.
I mean, there's probably
not. There's some, but
yeah, I mean, I would probably take Denver, DC, Atlanta, and maybe Miami off the list of the top 10. Miami would be close. Miami's probably at number 10 for me. But like I said, I would put in Chicago. I would put in Detroit. Dallas is fine. I mean, they don't have a baseball team. Technically the Rangers, but that's Arlington, which isn't really Dallas. And it's like,
Isn't that where Jerry World is?
Yeah, that's exactly
yeah.
what I wrote.
So Dallas is ranked number 2 in football, and they're ranked 313 in baseball.
I mean, I don't think the Rangers really pull anybody, but
like
low.
how, if that's what I mean, like if you count, if both things are in Arlington, Texas, right? If the fucking Cowboys Stadium is Arlington and the Texas Rangers Stadium's in Arlington, and you're counting Dallas, you're counting the Cowboys for Dallas, but you're not counting the Rangers for Dallas, because you can't be, because they're ranked 313th in baseball. Like, just out of,
at worst, they should be
32, right? Like having a professional baseball team, like you should be at least 32 at worst, but they're ranked 313th. Like there's so many questions that I have.
I don't understand like why there's like the 450, 315, what like, I don't understand. Like I just need context.
Yeah, like 450 what? Like are we doing like college and professional? Like
that I didn't even think about that. That might be a thing.
No,
but that's probably still not enough.
No, because then there should be other places popping up because of that.
Yeah.
Like if the U is going to be what puts Miami over the top, like, dude, they have not been relevant since 2002.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. It's a shit list, really. It's what it comes down to. Fucking LA at number 1, not a fucking chance.
The fact that Pittsburgh is in the top 5, disgusting.
Pittsburgh at 4.
I like, not even like that. I hate the fucking state, which I do, but like, fuck off. No.
Yeah.
How does Pittsburgh beat Philly? That doesn't make any sense.
That's crazy.
The top 5 sports cities are, without a doubt, in whatever order you want to put them in: Boston, New York, Philly, Chicago, and probably Detroit. Those are probably your top 5 sports cities in the country.
Bro.
Mostly because they all hit,
I can see
the big 4 at least.
I can see LA being like the bottom of the top 5 just because they have so many goddamn teams.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not saying that LA doesn't belong in the top 10, but they're not 1. They're not top 5. No. They're somewhere between 6 and 10.
Absolutely.
But again, that's probably only because they have one of all 5. Like they check all 5 boxes. You know what I mean?
So my main criticism there is the fans. They're just not, it's not a good fan base, but
yeah,
the teams do have history and success, like, or at least the Lakers and the Dodgers do.
Oh, well, people forget they started in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they ain't there anymore. Now I will say that is like you can because you can prove this. It was at one point they were only peddling themselves as like all the Milwaukee Milwaukee? No. Minneapolis. Well, yeah, it wasn't Milwaukee. Minneapolis Lakers. Like they weren't using any of their titles.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, one day, like either during the three-peat or after the three-peat, they just were all of a sudden. And it's like David Stern tried to like drum that up.
Right.
So I will critique that. That being said, the LA Lakers have history in championships and shit like that.
Right. Yeah. So fuck this list. Jones, you got a final thought?
I do. So because I'm a 33-year-old child, I I pre-ordered the ninth. Well, I ordered the new Pokemon games. It's the ninth generation of Pokemon.
I just saw that Ash became a master trainer.
I did, yeah. I
Been-
haven't watched the TV show in fucking ever.
Dude,
yeah,
I haven't like he's been 10 for 25 years, and I don't think I've watched the show in 25 years.
So I mean I've been playing it religiously for all of the 25 years, whatever. And like us in the room just being gross, just playing Pokemon on our laptops because we're sick.
I did it over COVID. I played
You?
I think I played Red.
Did you beat it?
Yeah, I beat it with 3 Psyducks.
So that
Poo ass and tit.
so like just going back to it, like what is your guys' favorite Pokemon? I know your favorite Pokemon, Dads, but Jared, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Like actual Pokemon, not like the game.
Yeah, or you can use the game too. It doesn't matter.
I mean, because I was always a little partial to Blue. I liked Pokemon Blue better than all the other ones. But the actual one,
No, just like the Pokemon, like your Pokemon, like your favorite Pokemon.
yeah. No, I know. I don't think I've ever stopped to like think about it. I have no idea. I don't want to be fucking lame and say Pikachu because that's like being like, oh yeah, I
I
love
like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, vanilla ice cream's my favorite. Oh wow, get in fucking line, you unoriginal bastard. I don't know. Who was the dude that was used to like fucking rip cigarettes all the time? One of the
What?
coughing ones. Was it coughing, sneezing, wheezing? Those guys?
Coughing and wheezing were 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like balls of trash.
Like literally.
Yeah, I'll go with one of them.
That's your
Yeah, so obviously I'm partial to Psyducks, but that's mostly because that's sort of where my light. I have realized that the Psyducks are our overlords.
Yeah.
People just aren't paying attention to the fact that the Psyducks are really running the entire world. They run everything, like every aspect. But no, my like final roster generally would have been Charmander, Jolteon, or Charizard, Jolteon.
Oh shit, I forgot about those. That's the Eevees, right? Is that
Haunter, yeah, Eevee turned into Jolteon, or I would turn Eevee into Jolteon. Haunter, I loved Haunter.
Yep, he's on my list too.
That leaves me with 6.
Yeah, you got 6 guys.
Yeah, I mean, I would always have a legendary on there, but the legendaries, it's like they're cool, but they're more useful than cool because it's like they're just like whooping machines. Like they just fuck everything up. So it's like you get the Zapdos, and it's like, ooh, Zapdos, not good against water, but it's like, oh, I'm sorry, great against water, not good against rocks, but it's like it's gonna fuck this rock up. Like this thing's a fucking legend. Like don't matter. So I would always have a bird.
I'm a bird. Alakazam. I like Alakazam.
Alakazam's my favorite.
I never. So I like they were so useful, and I never fucking liked them.
Yeah.
Abra.
I just had to like look through a list of all the Pokemon. I think Alakazam
I'm trying to
was
think
probably
who would I used to surf with?
Blastoise, Lapras.
Well, I was gonna say because if I had
Magikarp.
so if I Gyarados, yeah,
Yeah, Gyarados is pretty dope.
Butterfree. Butterfree gets you through some hard moments early on. I'll be fucking
Jigglypuff.
honest. Mankey. Oh, I would use one of the the kickboxer. Hitmonlee.
Hitmonlee and Hitmonchamp.
Yeah.
It was Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee.
Hitmonchan was the punchy guy, and
Okay, so Hitmonlee, I would use him to fucking fuck people up. But yeah, I mean, Charizard's is an easy one because he's like the first time I played the game, I started with Charmander. It turned into Charizard, whatever. When I was a kid, it was the Charizard holograph.
Right.
yes.
Like Charizard's an easy one, but it's also again,
Snorlax is pretty awesome.
Charizard's like it's like the Yankees. It's like you know what you're gonna get there. It's solid, but
Yeah.
and again, I've recognized the Psyducks as our overlord. I don't know. Haunter was always good too because
Haunter slap because
And
he had
Gengar was the last one, right? It
yeah,
was like the third.
but Haunter was the best form of that chain.
and it's like you get in there with a fighter and it's like, bro, this is over. Like I don't know how many times I need to use Dream Eater on you right now, but like you literally cannot hit me. I'm a ghost.
That's what I had. Alakazam, Haunter, and Blastoise are my dude. My rider dies.
I like that.
I must have always just struggled to catch a Abra. And that's why I never really used a lot of Alakazam. But I remember always going against them and always getting my fucking ass kicked.
Yeah, Gen 1, they're fucking incredible.
Well, because that's all I play, and I never played another game past Yellow, so I liked Red. I think I had Blue at some point.
Alakazam just fucks your shit up.
Oh no my god, every fucking time. Oh, you know who so I actually would always have this at the end. And it was like one of those things just to do it out of fun. Gloom.
Oh,
I would always have Gloom fucking drooling out there. But I forget what type. Was he really good against electric?
No. So he's pretty good against water, ground, and
I think it was the
too.
rocks. Was it the rock? Like so, like if I had to go against an Onyx, I could just use absorb, and he would just fucking rock the Onyx like in one.
Yeah.
Plus, he looks like a fucking idiot.
Yeah. He's just fucking drooling.
Gloom, gloom, gloom.
And also honorable mention to Slowpoke because we can never forget the 10 hours of Slowpoke and Psyduck having a conversation.
I do like Slowpoke.
Oh, that's good. All right. Dats, you want to finish us off?
Oh, I didn't go yet. Shit. So let me see if I still have this up. If I X'd out of this. Oh, I did X out of it. I'll find it later. Shoresy on Hulu. Which Jones, have you watched Letterkenny?
I've seen a few episodes.
All right. Do you have Hulu?
I do.
Okay. I would give that a legitimate shot.
Shoresy?
Letterkenny.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, and then, because Letterkenny's still better than Shoresy, but in season 6 of Letterkenny, it's all about, or it's mostly about the hockey season. And Shoresy is he is a top-notch character in that season. Like, he is awesome. So I do think you need to see I think it's season 6, whatever season that the fucking white guys play for the natives.
Can I just watch season 6 without getting into the bullshit, or do I have to actually watch the bullshit?
Well, so I would watch. So for you, I would just watch Letterkenny because Letterkenny is just funny.
Yeah,
like,
it's not. It's like
20,
30 minute episodes too. It's not like
it's a good show, honestly. Like it is like Letterkenny itself is good. And then it makes more sense who like Jonesy and Riley are in season 6 if you know who they are from early on. I think I didn't get into it after watching the first episode. We had to go back, I think, and that's how I got back into it. I'm not really sure with Letterkenny, but Letterkenny's awesome. So Shoresy, is a character in Letterkenny who gets his own spin-off, and he's playing senior AAA whale shit hockey up in like native land, basically. And it's good. It's funny. It because obviously it's Jerry Kiesel again,
Right.
like doing it. And just like the repetitive humor is so fucking good. Like I don't know what it is. It's like, because if you watch a regular show and they use the same jokes all the time, it would be fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And I don't know why it's so fucking like how he figured out how to use repetition to be hysterical. I don't know. I don't get how he did it.
Someone shit on the outside of the turlet.
It's unbelievable how they can just like recycle the same thing and have it be funny each time. Like I don't know. Like there must be someone in like movie production that can figure out like, hey, it's annoying if you do it this way, but it's funny if you do it this way. I don't know.
Yeah. I have no idea. Because that whole scene in and of itself with the guy in the bathroom. Yeah,
Alexander.
What? I said someone shit on the outside of the turlet.
But so Shoresy's good. It's 6 episodes. 6 episodes, like 20 minutes each. It's not only is it pretty funny, it's also pretty well done. Like it is, and it's sports. So Letterkenny isn't all sports. Like obviously they have the season where the Jonesy and Riley go up and play for the natives and they win the whatever the fuck championship. That might not be season 6. That might be later on. Doesn't matter though. But this is like all sports. Like it's only focused on the hockey season.
It's pretty good. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Yes. If you
I
like
missed
Letterkenny.
season 10. I think season 10 just came out like last year. I never watched it. It's either season 10 or 11.
I think I watched it. I think
whichever one came out within the last year. I never watched it.
I think it's good. I'm pretty sure I watched it because season 9 started with them after they fucked up Dirks.
Yes.
And they're sitting in the restaurant, right?
Yes, I believe so.
So I think in season 10, the American guys that they fought are like back like a few times.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll add that to my list. And I think that's going to do it for us. So thank you all for watching, listening, wherever you're at. Like, rate, review, subscribe, tell everybody you know about the show. You can get us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod, on Twitter at Sarcasm_Speaks, or on Facebook at Sarcasm Speaks, the website sarcasmspeaks.com. Go to the store, buy some merch. There you go. There's your coaster right there. You get anything you want with our logo on it, literally anything. Thank you to mybookie.com. Use the promo code SarcasmPod when you sign up to double your first deposit up to $1,000. You can also use the same promo code SarcasmPod at grillyourassoff.com, and you will get 15% off your entire order every single time you check out over there. The greatest grilling seasonings and accoutrements that you could ever wish for. So until next time. Good night.